From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Prescott now on second down. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Prescott. And he is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Swift, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One more time with Swift.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Justin Jefferson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. On first down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First down, Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Prescott.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On play action, Prescott.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott now.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing him to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This 2nd and 4.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Prescott. And he's got it.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a short pickup to about the 25. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's a slant to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 30-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Eagles 21, Browns nothing.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Out route to Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
18-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles' hands team able to cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Browns down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Herbert. Pass complete. It's Adams.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Herbert going to throw. Into the hands of Cooper. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing, Herbert.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Herbert.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback, able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the 4th quarter? They had to just hold on, as you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.